Ciao Milanisti, it's your boy Kush in the Milan corner. A huge matchup tomorrow, a massive opportunity for Milan to really take grip of that Champions League spot. Inter plays Napoli, Juve plays Atalanta. If we get the right result against Genoa and we get the right result out of these two other games, Milan will seriously increase their chances of making the Champions League next season with 7 games to go. As always, before I dive into my lineup for today's match, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification to watch the Milan Corner videos as soon as I upload them. Now, Milanisti, let's take it one at a time. Inter plays Napoli. What's the result that we want? We want Inter to win. Guys, Scudetto dream, it's done. We're not winning the Scudetto, let's be real about the season. The Serie A title has already gone to Inter, in my opinion. There has to be some type of calamity, a serious collapse in Inter's form, and some random rise in Milan's form, or even Juve's form for that matter, for this to turn. And let's be real, we don't really see that happening with 8 games to go in the season. Inter looking top form, Milan's really flip-flopping, Juve also not in the greatest form. If anything, Atalanta and Napoli are the 2 teams that look pretty good. If Inter win tomorrow and Milan win tomorrow, we create, I believe, a 7-point lead on Napoli. We're gonna sit in 5th place. That is what we want. We want to create as much of a distance between our points total and the team sitting in 5th place. I don't care which one it is, just the team sitting in 5th place. Ideally, it would be nice to see Juve win and Atalanta drop points, so then Inter, Milan, and Juve just solidify top 3, and then Atalanta and Napoli can fight out for the 4th spot. But the fact that we have to play Juventus and Atalanta in the last 4 matches makes things a little bit tricky. I guess the ideal outcome might be a draw and leave to fight them for another day in the last 4 matches of the season. Obviously, this is all contingent on the fact that we beat Genoa tomorrow. Otherwise, this entire table changes shape. But what do you guys think? Which result are we banking on more? Do we want Inter to beat Napoli? Jumping into our lineup for tomorrow's match, look, it doesn't matter what Juve, Napoli, Inter, it doesn't matter what anybody does. Anybody can keep winning or losing. It's immaterial to us if we keep getting the points. Milan, as we all know, struggle at home for whatever reason. Usually the San Siro is our fortress. We struggle away from home, but this season it's been a complete flip. So we need those 3 points tomorrow at the San Siro. Let's dive into the lineup. Gigio Donnarumma in goal. A very controversial figure right now with Milan. So many link-ups between Gigio and Juventus in the past few days. I don't know if it's the media just filling dead air time or if there's actually some truth to these rumors. I believe that if Milan makes the Champions League next season, Donnarumma is not going to want to leave. He's literally been waiting for 5 years to reach this point, the point where Milan becomes relevant and enters the Champions League. Why would he then leave the club? Champions League defines what happens with Gigio's future. Everybody knows if Calabria's not playing, Kalulu's my number 1. His performance in the last match, not the best. He made some really fluffed passes, especially defensively. He was pretty good. But just trying to whip in crosses and attacks, he wasn't the best player. He wasn't the version of the player that we've seen. And then Diogo Dalot came on in the dying minutes against Parma, makes that interception, takes the ball, assists Leao for that goal in injury time, completely sealing the win for Milan and the 3 points. I feel like Dalot's going to feel confident. I think Pioli's going to rely on the fact that Kalulu's been exhausted for 90 minutes last weekend. Let's just give another guy a chance. Especially a guy who did really well in the 5 minutes that he played. I think I would actually be okay starting Diogo Dalot as a right back tomorrow. My center back pairings, I don't even really want to spend too much time on this. We all know who's going to be starting, Fikayo Tomori and Simon Kjaer. Unless there's injuries, there would be no change to these 2. Tomori's contract situation is interesting. We want him to stay. Every time that the Milan management have been asked about him or the coach has been asked about his future at the club, they're not giving the clearest answers, but it does seem like he's a player that they're going to try and fight for and score for whatever 28 million price tag he has. On the left, no surprises here. Theo Hernandez, he was pretty good in the last match. He's gone through a little bit of dip of form, but he played well last weekend. It's time for him to shine. We got 8 games to go. We need 3 points, Theo. My midfield, double pivot, Franchesi, Ismail Benacer. Benacer looked good last weekend. He is, in my opinion, he's that missing glue that sticks our defensive line and our front line. He's just so crucial for Milan's success. If he stays fit and he keeps growing and starts performing the way he was in the first 15 games, it will become a lot easier for Milan to be able to get the right results. Moving into our attack, you all know who's going to be on the right, Alexis Salamakers. Behind the striker, I would stick with Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Read some more tweets about Brahim Diaz. Guys, Hakan's doing well. Hakan, we need Hakan. Hakan Çalhanoğlu has been playing well. He scored for Turkey. He scored for Milan. The guy's been in good touch, so he's definitely going to be our number 10 starting behind the striker. Now, on the left wing, this is where the conversation becomes a little bit trickier, or it's actually pretty clear in my mind as to what I want to do, but I've read some things, I've heard some things. I don't really think we want to tinker around with the left wing spot. And the reason why, I heard a lot of people say we can't rely on Rafael Leao. We need Ante Rebic up front, or we need Mandzukic up front. Guys, Mandzukic does not have 90 minutes in him, so he's not going to start. I don't want to put Ante Rebic up front. Ante Rebic plays well as a left winger. He's played well recently. Just because there's one issue with Zlatan Ibrahimovic doesn't mean that we again need to readjust our attacking quadrant. Let's keep Ante Rebic on the left wing and put Rafael Leao up front. We're just gonna have to roll the dice on Rafael Leao and hope that after scoring the goal last weekend, he will probably feel a little bit more confidence. He's playing at home, he's playing a Genoa side. You know, he's not playing a Juve or a Napoli. Not to say the Genoa are not a strong team, because they really are, and have a decent quality midfield. My prediction for tomorrow's match is actually going to be a goal for Rafael Leao. I think he's gonna score in 2 games straight. This is a trend that I've seen with Leao. When he starts to score, he scores in clusters, and then he goes quiet for like a 10-game period. So he got a goal last weekend. My prediction, he scores again tomorrow. All in all, an important game for Milan, as we already discussed. If we get the 3 points and the other sides, the correct sides, drop points, we really solidify our top 4 finish, which is crucial to Milan's future and the future of a lot of important players that are causing a lot of problems around their contracts. What do you guys think about my lineup? Do you think Leao is going to score tomorrow? Make sure to let me know your lineup and your prediction for who scores tomorrow in the comment section. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video if you think that we can get some degree of a grip on that top 4 finish from tomorrow's results. Forza Milan! Grazie mille e ciao tutti!